Hey everybody!
Hey everybody!
Welcome back to Sofa Spouses.
Sofa Spouses.
I'm Gabe,
I'm Amanda.
and we're here to review
Star Trek.
Star Trek
Section
31.
Eh.
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 I don't know. I mean, it wasn't the worst thing I've ever watched in my life.
No.
But it also wasn't the best.
It could have been way better.
It could have been. It could have been way better. I think the writer's room was falling asleep. It felt like they had so much potential for a series centered around Section 31, or a show centered around Section 31. They had so much potential. And they crammed
what they had.
And it seemed like it seemed like they were gonna get canceled, and they were like, "Oh, we're getting a shot. We're gonna do it as a movie. We need to cram as much as we can in, but we can only cram in so much." And they're like, "Well, let's cherry pick some stuff." And yeah, it felt like it was something done like they were crammed for time, and so they just cherry picked a bunch of concepts and ideas that they had for the show and tried to formulate something really quick, and it didn't work. It just it also, if you go at it from the idea that it's an alternate universe, because it has to be an alternate universe, because Philippa Georgiou can't exist in the Prime universe anymore, because she's like falling apart molecularly or something like that. I can't remember what it was.
Yeah.
So she has to be in a different time and a different universe. So it's a different universe from the Prime universe. If you take it from that point of view, and the fact that I mean, even in Star Trek Lower Decks, they've introduced the concept of many multiverses and many universes out there. Anything is possible. So really, at this point, I'm not really concerned about continuity all that much. But it still didn't really feel like Star Trek.
No, part of it did, part of it didn't.
Part of it did, part of it didn't.
Yeah.
It felt like they...
I will say this, though. If you're a little bit more of a Star Trek fan, and to Star Wars fans who watch that, who are watching this, you gotta admit Star Wars is struggling right now. Lucasfilm is struggling right now. Star Trek has 2 Oscar winners in this movie.
Yeah, 2.
And Star Wars can't seem to hold anybody.
Yeah, Star Wars can't seem to be able to... I mean, yeah.
I'm sorry.
Although
that is saying something.
Yeah, that is saying something. Although their recent show Skeleton Crew was really good.
Yes, Skeleton Crew is amazing. If you have not watched Skeleton Crew, it is amazing.
So anyway,
it is amazing.
But so this show, I don't know what to think about it. I mean, it was action packed, definitely action packed, and they definitely used Michelle Yeoh's fighting abilities very well.
Yes, that was well, and her character is good. Some people, we watch some videos just to see what people are saying, but some people are saying that they did this because of Michelle Yeoh's Oscar win. Now you can correct me if I'm wrong, but they announced it was becoming a series.
You mean becoming
becoming a movie. First off, it was meant to be a series way before Everything Everywhere All at Once was even probably a twinkle in somebody's eye.
It was supposed to come out.
Second off, I think the fact that they're making, if I'm remembering correctly, and you can correct me on that, if it's true, the fact that they're making it into movie was announced before I even saw the trailer for Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that was.
I'm pretty sure that was the case. We'll have to do our research to be able to really know that for sure. But
and then and we were watching one video who said, well, she came back, but she couldn't do the series because she's doing Avatar. I don't know how true that is. This guy relies on a lot of rumor.
Yeah.
A
lot of his own contacts.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But as far as I know, she's not in Avatar Fire and Ash, if he was talking about that.
Yeah.
She's not rumored to be in that, and as far as I know, she's not rumored to be in live action Avatar season 2, which I'm actually looking forward to.
Really looking forward to.
Avatar's Last Airbender.
That was such a good show.
So. I mean, I really, while we're on that subject, I need to catch up on the cartoon, but I'm very interested in this Toph character. Just the fact that all they have to show Toph. Toph. Is it Toph?
Yes, Toph.
Oh, I thought I heard people say it the way I said it too, but Toph. Toph. Excuse me. I love the fact that the last little teaser they gave of Avatar, and you know how Netflix is, we probably won't get anything till super close. Is just her foot, and Gabe told me that's really all they have to do.
Yep, that's all they have to do.
So I'm interested to see this, but as far as I know, she's not even rumored to be in that.
Yeah.
At all. I would love if she was in that. I mean, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, hello, bring her over.
Yeah.
But here's my opinion on it. I look at things more from a story point of view. I enjoy Star Trek and Star Wars because they are stories that I like.
Yep.
From a story point of view, it kind of gives a fun little synopsis to what she went and did after she walked through that door at the end.
Yeah. I like that part.
I like that.
I like that and we get more of a...
And she's the same Philippa no matter where she's at.
Yeah. It's nice that we get to see more of her and see what became of her after she went through the Garden of Forever.
Also, people who are saying she is a showgirl, you do not know what the definition of a showgirl is. She's the owner of the nightclub.
Yeah, that's not the showgirl.
Thank you. That is not a showgirl.
Yeah, the showgirl's the one up on the stage.
Yes. Well, certain people. They had a singer up there, but no. That is not the definition of a showgirl. They do not turn her into a showgirl.
Yeah.
She is a boss, and if you know anything about Vegas, they have connections to the mafia, so it fits. Thank you.
Yeah, it does.
I'm sorry, it fits.
She's basically a mob boss, but without a mob.
I mean, allegedly. I mean, there's a fun part where he goes, the owner, who we found pieces of, I had nothing to do with that. That was not me. So, but maybe not directly.
Yeah.
But, she's the owner of the space station and nightclub.
Yep.
So, and
I had fun watching some
the comedy. A lot of the comedy worked.
Some of the comedy worked.
A real interesting character where the comedy really did work. A very interesting new species that you're like, what?
Yeah, some of the comedy worked. Some of it felt a little campy.
Some of it felt campy. But the acting was good by everyone, I thought.
Yeah, I thought all the acting was
good by everyone. I could not say that there was anybody I thought was terrible.
Really, the only place that this movie felt flat was the writing.
Yeah,
it really was.
And
it was the writing and the pacing.
The
pacing was absolutely terrible. It felt so weird. It really did. It felt so weird. I mean, it did have that kind of awkward flashbacks. I mean, they made sense where they were, but they just felt forced. Like it felt like it's just okay. Suddenly we're. But the
backstory was really good. The opening scene, you're like, wow.
That was really good.
I actually want more of the backstory.
I thought that was interesting.
And if you don't
I don't quite understand how they're talking about that, or why they use that um competition kind of thing to select the emperor, because I always thought that the
Yeah, but
Terran Empire
like I said when we
was
were talking about it
the
after, that base when you're doing it like in the Hunger Games, that's basically
yeah
assassinating your way to the top.
yeah basically you're assassinating your
Your
way
way
to
to
the
the
top.
top.
But I always thought that it was done within rank, like it was done
Yeah, and
within the
maybe they
Empire's
were. They
rank.
just said they
And
were
that's
picked, and so maybe it
maybe, I don't
was.
know, maybe that's possible, I don't know.
Yeah, but I
But
thought the backstory was good and actually wanted a little more.
yeah,
I think, and they got an
I wouldn't
actress that did
mind
really
getting to
good.
know
And
more
the
about
opening
that.
scene
Yeah.
like really shocks you. Like you're like, it really it's fitting to the character because it makes you wonder did what she had to do to get to where she was make her bad, or was
Hmm.
she always that evil?
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna say what happens in the beginning because you're very surprised.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah.
But and I will say for those who don't want to know, Jamie Lee Curtis is the other Oscar winner in it.
Yeah.
So and were in Everything Everywhere All at Once together. So and I believe she did this like right after Everything Everywhere All at Once, which is why I say I think they announced the movie before I even that it was going to be a movie before I even saw the trailer to Everything Everywhere All at Once. So for them to have known each other, for her to get that, unless Jamie Lee Curtis was supposed to be it all along, which I kind of highly doubt.
Yeah.
But who knows? Jamie Lee Curtis likes to pop up in things a
She
lot of
does.
times. So who knows what it was, but I think it was more their friendship because you could tell they became very good friends after Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Yeah.
So, and it's fun to see her. Her part, the end makes you think there could be a second movie.
Yeah, they definitely.
I don't think the series is happening. I was reading some things
Yeah,
on the future. I don't think the series is happening anymore.
Especially now with the bad reviews it's getting.
Well, I think that was
yeah.
done even before.
Yeah, I think it was always planned to try to leave it open ended so that if per se it got enough interest, it could
Yeah,
be done. But
based on the reviews it's getting, unless it's contracted, it probably won't happen.
It ain't happening now.
Which it doesn't need to, I don't think. But it would be cool if it did, I think. Because I like parts of it. It felt different.
I'd be willing to give it another shot and let it have
it felt
another
very much
attempt.
like a pilot, yeah.
It
felt very much like a pilot.
It did feel like very much like a pilot. It felt like they'd taken the first story arc from their
first
from their
two
show
stories.
because usually when you write a show like that, you write it as a serialized show. So it felt like that first 4 or 5 episode serial arc that they'd taken, smashed into a 2-hour episode, into a 2-hour movie.
I will say this: if they are still doing the Picard movie, which I haven't heard on that, it better be better than this.
Oh,
I will say that.
Oh yeah, they better do a hell of a lot better than this because fans are gonna eat them alive if the last movie that Captain Picard is in is terrible. Because
I'm ready for Academy. I want trailers. Yeah, so bad. The cast sounds great.
I'm getting excited about that. It's got a lot of cast, really cool cast that's part of it. I mean, the idea, the concept of it is really cool. We have always wanted a Star Trek Academy.
I know. I've always said, if you're a true Star Trek fan who has not sat and thought, it would be cool if instead of another crew in a starship, we get an Academy show. Who hasn't?
I mean, they've been trying to make a Star Trek Academy show forever. There's a Star Trek Academy video game that actually helped me get into Star Trek. I remember playing it as a kid, and I was so.
I think the story is a good idea. I think if the story they had was a good idea, it's actually kind of a very sad story, and it makes you change your perception of her, Philippa, a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And though she's still evil, and I almost forgot she was a cannibal, kind of, till they showed the eye, and
Yeah.
Rob brought it up, but we were watching John Campea talking about the reviews.
Yeah.
Um, Mr. Robert Meyer Burnett.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, ironically, I will say this. I still love the character of Philippa Georgiou. I think she's an interesting turn that they did with Discovery, and I think she's one of the better Star Trek villains that has been created in a long time. Besides, Amanda Plummer's. Her name is Amanda, right? Yes, Christopher Plummer's daughter. I think her name is Amanda, actually. Or maybe, if I'm correct me if I'm wrong. Character in this Discover Machines, yes. Or was that Picard season 3? She was in that.
What did she play?
She played the person you thought was the main. Yes, Picard season 3.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, she played.
She was very good. And I was like, how have I not heard of her before or seen her before when her dad is so famous?
Yeah.
I mean, her dad's Captain Von Trapp from Sound of Music, so you know.
He also, I believe, he plays the. Yeah, he's the Klingon. He plays the Klingon general from Undiscovered Country.
Oh, yeah. Is he? Oh, maybe he was a Trekkie. I didn't know that. But
scream havoc and
is
let
he?
loose
Yeah,
the
I think you're right. I think
war.
he's in that. I enjoyed her performance very well. And I very much, and I enjoyed Michelle Yeoh's performance very, very much. And I mean, she called it. She called it because they did an interview shortly after she left, and she's like, "Am I really gone?" Kind of playing with the audience. She called it.
Yeah, she did. She called it.
But you know, I and you can tell she enjoys playing that character very, very much.
Yes.
And I'm glad she's getting notoriety, and with Wicked now, she's getting even more notoriety. Yeah. If you have not seen Wicked yet, go see Wicked. Yes.
Very good.
Very good.
Very good movie.
Fingers crossed for a good trailer in during the Super Bowl coming up.
Yep.
I'm excited. I'm not. Is Academy supposed to come out this year, or is it next year?
I honestly don't know. I don't think they've released the release date yet.
So, I think is it aiming for later this year, or is it next year?
I think it might be aiming for later this year. I don't know. Yeah. I know Strange New Worlds is supposed to come out first.
Yes, I want a trailer.
I'm excited for Strange New Worlds.
Yes, I like Strange New Worlds.
But
unfortunately, we said our goodbyes to Lower Decks.
Yes,
we have not watched the last season. So good,
sad.
So good.
That season was so good.
So good.
Anyway,
but
all right, guys. Well, tell us what you guys think of Star Trek Section 31. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Did you think it was absolutely terrible?
Be careful what you put in here, because people have in the comments. Some people may not have watched it yet.
Yeah, so no spoilers. We haven't really. We try not to give too many spoilers away.
We haven't really, but it's very good. I think it's a good story that could have been better.
Yeah, I
though.
think it's a good story that could have been better. I
Parts
think
of the story are very good
I
and
felt
very
like I
interesting.
did really feel like it just kind of fell flat, honestly.
It did.
I feel like they could have done a hell of a lot better, and it just didn't feel good. I mean, but Star Trek. I still love Star Trek. I'm not going to hate on Star Trek.
No.
You know,
And you shouldn't.
every series, every show, or every franchise has its flops. You know, every single one does, and this
Yeah.
is one of them.
Yeah,
So,
I hope they don't cancel the Picard movie because of this. I don't think they will.
I don't think
but
they're going to. I really think they're
I
going.
think
They might revisit the concept because I don't think they've done anything yet with it.
No,
I don't even think they've started filming yet.
No,
But
and
they might
better
go back.
start
They
soon.
might go back into the writing room and be like, "Hey, you guys better do better this time." Anyway,
Yeah.
so let us know what you guys think in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe,
Right.
and we'll see you guys in the next video.
Live long and prosper.
Yeah.